twist. Hey everyone, welcome back to Rock Recipes. This is Olivia here, and today I'm very excited about what we're going to be making. It is one of the most popular recipes on our blog, Rock Recipes, and it is a true old-fashioned English dessert. We're going to be doing our little twist on it today. It's sticky toffee pudding. So the way we like making these is actually in individual muffin tins, so you kind of have just a perfectly portioned dessert. It's great. You can make it ahead of time, warm it up, serve it with a little bit of caramel sauce at the end, and you're good to go. So without further ado, let's get into this recipe. I'm going to start here with 1/4 cup of butter in my bowl. To that, I am going to be adding 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar, as well as just a splash of vanilla extract. And then I'm just going to cream my butter sugar mixture together. The next step, I'm going to add 2 medium eggs. I'm going to do it one at a time. Add one, blend completely. Add the next, blend completely. So here we go, egg number 1. Perfect, now let's go in with our second egg. Now that I've got our eggs blended into this mixture, so I've got 2 tablespoons of molasses, as well as 1.5 tablespoons of corn syrup. This is really just going to help add a really nice, beautiful, dark richness. We'll just blend that in. The color of the mixture really deepened once we added that molasses, which is exactly what we're looking for. Cool, next step, very simple, dry ingredients. Here I have 1 cup of flour plus 2 tablespoons. So 1 plus 2 tablespoons of flour. To that, I'm gonna be adding 1 teaspoon of baking powder with 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm just gonna add that right into the flour mixture, briefly sift this together. So now I'm going to add this dry mixture in 3 different portions. So I'm gonna add about 1/3 of it right now. And I'm going to opt for my spatula instead of using the hand mixer. Basically, I don't want to overmix this. I'm just going to stir the flour through until it's almost combined. Cool, still seeing some streaks of flour, that's what we want. Another 1/3 of the mixture goes in. Make a giant mess while you do it. It will give you good luck in the baking process. Not really. I just need to tell myself that. Last little bit of flour going in. Okay, so the last of the flour is in. I have a little bit of streaky flour left in because now we're going to add, I guess, what is like the secret ingredient of this sticky toffee pudding. And this is our date mixture. So I've prepared this ahead of time just before I started the batter. But what this is I've taken 5.5 ounces of pitted chopped dates. I've added that to 1 cup of water. And what I did was I brought that to a boil on the stove and then brought it down to a simmer. I kind of let it got jammy and nice for maybe 5 minutes. Let that sit for a little bit, cool down, and then I blended it together. You can use a food processor. I used this little magic bullet blender. So this is actually still pretty warm because I just made it. And that's what you want. You actually want this mixture to be warm when you add it as the last step to your sticky toffee pudding. The dates give such a beautiful richness and stickiness and sweetness to this dessert. So that's what I've used. And I'm gonna go ahead and add this mixture right in. To finish, I'm just going to stir it through the batter. This will really loosen the batter up as well, especially after we added that flour. It was quite thick. Now this is kind of taken on a beautiful sort of gingerbread kind of color. I'll show you there. It smells amazing. So this version of the recipe I'm using yields 12 little sticky toffee puddings. The original recipe that was posted actually yields 18, but then Some readers found that, hey, I only have 12 muffin cups. We added a little bit of a amended version, which is what I've made today, so that it only makes a dozen. So here I have 2 muffin tins. I've greased them well. You don't want these to stick into the bottom. I've also dusted lightly with flour. Might get a little sticky. It always gets a little sticky. Perfect. These sticky toffee puddings are ready for the oven. We're going to bake them at 350 degrees for about 18 to 20 minutes. And while we do that, we're going to get to work on our toffee sauce to finish these beautiful little rich caramelly desserts. See you soon. And on the stove top in a small saucepan, we're going to bring together a 1/4 cup of butter, a 1/4 cup of firmly packed brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of molasses, 2 tablespoons of golden syrup or corn syrup, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and then for good measure, we're going to finish off with 1/2 cup of whipping cream. Bring that all together on the stove. We're going to let it come to a rolling boil. Once it's reached a rolling boil, we're then going to let it cook for about 2 minutes and then take it right off the heat. Let it cool down and you're good to go. That's your toffee sauce. Okay, our sticky toffee pudding is out of the oven. It's prepared. Look at that beautiful sauce, the gorgeous caramel color. Let's give this a taste test, shall we? That's a really big bite. Maybe I'll make it a little smaller. That's stupid good. That is one of the best sticky toffee puddings I've ever had. And it's so simple to make. It is rich, it is moist. That toffee sauce, it's incredible how simple it is and comes together so quickly, but it is genuinely one of the most rich and gorgeous caramel sauces you've ever had. Wow. I really think you should try this recipe at home. Please let me know if you do make it. I would love to see your pictures. You simply can't go wrong with the classics. It's just a fact. Thanks so much for watching. We really appreciate your support. Be sure to find this recipe linked, and we will see you soon.